expanse of what they're about. Your team has been in this town for roughly over, like, let's face it, it's been a week. Honestly, it honestly should have been a lot longer, but oh well. Uh, we've been in this town for quite some time. However, uh, into the next expanse of what has transpired, your team has taken down two children with Scarlet, overall bringing them down before the storm completely approached and encroached the city itself. Once the storm actually happened, you went out and diverted your attentions towards different locations in the area, hoping that these would be the spots that they would come to, and maybe you'd be able to prevent, the thing that they'd be taking out of the city, and to potentially create another storm. But without really knowing it, you went into separate areas. A few times you managed to take them down and met up with, due to you guys asking Shades and his team to help, meeting up with them in the city while also taking down a very strong individual. But you brought them down nonetheless. At that point in time, you divided the team once more. You sent them to the library, and you guys went here to the Runners Guild's hall, where you encountered a shadowy creature and two, well, giant boar-like creatures, but they were hard to hit. But thankfully enough, you guys managed to take them down. You also managed to save a life, ripping and removing the magical, I suppose, energy from this woman you now saved. She's alive, but she does need to be medically tended to a lot. But over the course of time, she will heal. Honestly, this is the first time you've attempted this, and it actually works. So maybe refining the process will be helpful later on. But while you were doing this, Talon sent out their owl, currently as Falcon, towards the destination where Shade and his team went, and, well, saw them being pushed to the brink of, well, very, very hurt, and Shade being the only one still conscious. With Carthal's bravado and more inclined to help out the people that are in need, he said, yeah, let's go. Various people and various, let's just say a lot of you were hurt and very, very, not close to dying, definitely not. But you
Had
were,
no spells left,
yeah, no spells left, not much health.
no energy, no stamina. We were exhausted.
But with Kaithal's resolve, some being next to you, quite literally the statue, healed and tended to your wounds, and the blade held by the statue increased your vigor / leveled you up. So with that, you were more or less doing better, but you're off against potentially the final.
I definitely said, just so you know, not that I cared too much, but I said that we should go. It wasn't, to be fair, it wasn't really to help Shade and them. It was more because I wanted to kill things.
Oh, yeah. Very true.
But I did say we should, but we could do it. I was like, we could kill them. I was like, I can take them, even though I'm like all like, I'm all beat up.
Very true. But the city now is encased in snow and, well, hard to see, but thankfully enough, you sent out your birds, so as long as you follow that path, you should be fine. Does anyone try to diverge? Actually, I want everyone to go ahead and roll survival. You just need to beat a 10.
I'll be right there.
No problem. Oops, this guy's no longer here.
Safety break. Safety break. All right, come. But yeah, like as the what kind of light, like the sword like flashed light at us, or was it lightning bolt? Like was it like what happened like to us exactly when we were hit by this energy and came bow?
The dagger itself, held by the statue, emanated in a glowing, vibrant tone. From what you can tell, it was wholly radiant energy, similar to when, people smite things or cast radiant energy, like as an attack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
So like the energy like hits, like I'm guessing it's like a light energy, like it hits Talon, like, and naturally like I kind of like flinch at it. and like I had like the blade out, like my dark blade, and I was kind of like whispering with it, kind of walking around, and everyone else was doing something. That's all I was doing. But like as the light like hits me, it bends like around my blade, like it hits me, but like doesn't touch the blade at all.
Mm-hmm.
And like now that the blade is uh like now that like that happened, the blade like starts like as I move it around, like you see like it starts like to have like a shadow like behind it, like almost like it's like leaving like bits of like shadow, like ash, but like it falls away like in nothingness, like and there's like nothing there. It's like magical like ash or whatever, like behind the blade. As like I'm stumbling around, I don't know what we're doing if we get blasted by that, but I'm guessing like I stumble back with my blade in my hand, and like and I'm still furiously kind of whispering to it. That's about it.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yes.
May I do an RP as well?
Sure.
When after the light vanishes and I receive the equivalent of the level up, whatever that is in game terms, which I've never been really sure about what that really means. What looks like a small heat haze starts to envelop my body, and what looks like small sweat starts to evaporate from my body with a small red hue, and after it's done, my body appears more perfect looking, less imperfections, and there's always a small heat haze, very small, barely able to see it at a distance from my body, constantly. The heat haze looking thing represents the auras, by the way, and specifically my class's unique aura, the aura of inner strength, specifically.
Right.
And that's just about it for this level up.
Tolwyn, you good, or do you just grow stronger?
I just pass out,
That's
like
right.
an animal.
I've-
Up, like I think I can turn into things that are stronger now and can swim.
nice. After
Very-
everyone, go ahead.
Wait, you didn't know how to swim before?
Not in a wild shape form. Now my only restriction is I can't turn into anything with a fly speed as new.
You are wild, my friend.
But after passing out and entering into a new state of being, Tolwyn, you can tell that your primal energy, your primal essence connecting to the actual wildlife in the area itself has increased. Service, your own aura begins to illuminate in the area without any need or hesitation from thoughts itself, as if your current state has been improved. And Talen's self has more or less stayed the same, but now with an ashen blade just dripping shadows as if it's ash from a cigarette. Or I would think Talen would smoke cigars, honestly.
Yeah,
I'm-
probably something fancy. It'd be like, or like, no, it'd be like those like the cigarette, like Corolla DeVille cigarette, like on a little thing with the little thing on the end of it, like
Yeah.
really ridiculous, really long, skinny cigarettes. That's probably what I was smoking. No, I'm smoking a pipe, man. Come on.
Yeah,
Anyway,
and
but like, I get like an extra attack. So I'm like a little faster, but I guess you can't see that. But like, I seem lighter on my toes.
Yeah.
Ready to dance even more.
and Kaithal's Kaithal didn't change much, but his armor, his hound, his steed, and everything else around him seems to be shinier, as if made out of chrome. But your team does manage to get into the library. It takes a little bit longer than anticipated. After all, Talen gets lost for like a little bit. So does Kaithal. So thankfully enough, Tolwyn, you rolled very, very well, so you're able to find them, pick them up,
Thank
and
God for
get them
Tolwyn.
back. But without too much of an issue, you head to the last destination known to you, or at least you believe known to you, which is not looking too great, with some lost time getting there.
Are they all undead or demon-looking fuckers?
Oh, looking around, you can determine that a lot of them do not look undead, except for two of them, about half here and there. One of them seems to be an intense phantasm about the size of a giant itself, standing about 15 feet tall with no actual skeletal structure, but wisping body as if just a head warping and moving around. Much like I suppose, demi-lich, but not a demi-lich. Uh,
A
another one
giant you had.
Yeah, another one seems to be riding a phantasmal steed, about the size of anyone else, but it itself has an impressive aura around it. And one of the last things that is around seems to be a massive goo-like structure with spikes jettisoning out of it. Two frontal legs and two hind legs, just much like a dog, but far, far larger than any, well, dogs you've ever seen. And the last thing, or at least the last being around here that isn't familiar to you, is just a man with more or less animalistic ears, gold filigree all wrapped around them as if they do definitely have money, and a battle axe with various gemstones and gold emblazed upon it.
Looks like a woman.
Looks feminine, sure. Uh, uh, Connie and her friend Vera are currently knocked out, and Shade's like backed into the corner protecting those two. What do you all do?
We said last time we were charging to attack each one of
Wait.
things.
We have a plan. Remember, we're gonna.
Yeah, we're charging
I'm gonna
at
cast
one at a time.
invisibility though. No. We are gonna do that, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna sneak in and still surprise them because you guys are gonna be invisible. But I was thinking Tolwyn can maybe transform, and since he's been rested, he might be able to. And this is our conversation before we went there.
Yeah.
But like Tolwyn, maybe since he's rested, can maybe transform into something where it's easier to get in there, and then he can get in there by himself, maybe without invisibility, and I can cast invisibility on the both of us, so we can sneak in there easier, and then we can basically all just fall upon one guy, hopefully murder him in one round, if not the next round, and then move on from there. That was my plan. But
You're trying to do
invisibility's clash.
surprise attack.
Yes.
From the vision that you had from before, was it were they fighting, or were they in a stalemate?
I think the fighting looked like they were done. I think you said everybody was down, right?
Yeah, everyone was
Or-
down. Shades
Shade-
on
Shade
one
was-
leg downwards,
yeah.
protecting the bodies of his comrades, and this guy's evil monologuing towards Shade.
So it's a lull at the moment.
Yeah, so let's go.
All right,
Like
you should be able to do it.
We had a quick talk. Now we got over here. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think, Tolwyn? Like, what do you want to do?
So sorry. So you want to like try to sneak in?
Yes, I was thinking we could do that.
It is currently you guys running towards the area. So let's say you
Right.
guys aren't on the map currently.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So, what's like the entrances to this place like? Like, is it just like the one set of doors in? Are there large windows places?
There are large windows everywhere. In the current area that you guys found beforehand, there are 4 extensive windows to the right and left, 2 apiece. There's the main door that is to the south entrance area, but no real other entrance or exits that you are aware of. This area is an expansive library, so there's likely another entrance, but you are not familiar with it enough to know where it is.
Okay. So, I mean, one of the things that I can turn into now is a giant constrictor snake, which is a huge creature, but it's also
Well,
a snake.
Why don't we do that? Why don't we start with that? We can bust through the window. You can get in there, and basically it'll be like big snake. And then when they start running for you, me and Kelmore jump out of the invisibility and be like, yeah, like on somebody, and yeah. Is that what you want to do?
Sure.
That sounds like a good plan.
Yeah. So I guess what I would probably do is I would find a window. Yeah, so, sorry, I'd be busting through a window, I guess?
Yeah, and then we can just come through behind you, the invisible.
Right. I would cast Aura of Vitality, turn into a giant constrictor snake, and bust through the window. Probably,
And-
if we can see in, probably,
I was gonna
guess.
say the big flaming like sphere thing. I don't know, but that was my guess. I don't know. Whatever. You listen to what the gods tell you, Tolan, and bite it.
I would say, yeah, that would be me. Maybe the window here. That way we're closer to our allies there to like jump in and try to like help them. And we're close
I
to
guess.
the humanoid creature.
What is
can
your
we
aura
give them
spell?
potions? Can we give them potions while we're invisible?
It all depends on what you do. I'm not going to say yes or no. I'm not going to say, hey, I'm invisible. Somehow I'm giving them a potion outside of the library.
No. Like we're in. He's gonna bust in, like, and we're gonna hop in behind him. The potions in our hands. We'll give the people who are hurt potions, and then like run, like, you know,
Hythal
or,
can do
you
it.
know. Yeah,
But
but like we're saying, like all in the same action.
It
and we
is
can get
considered an
behind the
action,
people.
so it would break your invisibility.
So we can let Hythal do it, and his mutt, his hound.
Okay. We'll designate them heal bots for now to keep the other people alive while we do the dirty work. But do you
I hand
accept?
Hythal a strawberry to give it to one of the people.
Wait a minute. Didn't that make people like grow really big or something? That's the juice, huh? I still have a
No.
bottle of that shit. Yeah, that's only one bottle, I think. I still have a bottle of it. Anyway, I don't know. Severus, do you stay close to me, like, so, like, I'm holding, like, I'm gonna cast a spell and hold it for when this snake busts, like, is about to bust through the window, and as he starts leaping towards the window, I'll touch myself and I'll touch Kaifa at the same time.
You mean me?
And see. Sorry, damn it, Severus.
Very well. And the girl, I need to find a place to put her.
Leave her here.
I can't leave her inside the.
We're leaving her where we're not taking her with us to another
I'm
fight.
gonna say
We're leaving her right where
you rounded the corner, went to the inn, put her in a side bed. You're not carrying her. Don't worry about that.
I kind of
Okay.
thought that you would have made me do it because you told us before she can't be left alone.
Like, out of game, in game, a fight only lasts like maybe a minute. I'm talking like you can't leave her alone for an entire day.
Like she's not gonna recover on her own. Just be like helped and healed and fed and
Like,
All right, then, let's
don't
continue.
ignore her for a day, and you should be fine. Right in the corner.
My birdie's like spinning. My bird's like spitting like food in her mouth right now.
That is
Let's
not how that
continue.
works. But as you round the corner, turn into a giant snake,
No,
begin to do your plans, etc., etc. Planning and looking in and out and rounding the corner does take time, and getting lost a little bit also does take time. So when you look through the windows, you do see that this man brings out their golden battle axe and says something. Does anyone read lips?
Hell yeah, I do.
Do you?
I don't think I do.
I'm fucking super smart, and I don't know. I actually can read lips. In real
Like,
life,
do you have the feet?
No,
That's what I'm asking.
No.
Okay.
Okay, I was like, you've asked that before, and I was like, what do you mean by that? And now that you said, I didn't even know there was a feat. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know.
Usually fighters take it.
You didn't know? Cool. It's dope.
It's not important, but it is something interesting. So it begins to say, they begin to say something, and the axe itself begins to light in fire, as if something is about to emanate from it, or something else is about to happen. What do you guys do?
Charge forward, to follow the plan.
All right. There's like no way a giant snake is not going to be seen. So everyone, go ahead and roll turn order.
Well,
Well, that was the point. Was like he's gonna take aggro. And
Yeah.
everyone's gonna jump on him.
I'm just saying that snake's going to be seen. There's no way around that. Tolwyn, I do have giant constrictor snake in the character sheets.
Yep, got it already.
All right.
All right.
I'm going last.
Can I also say that I did my blade song as well? Like
You
as I'm
can.
jumping in.
Uh,
I guess I would do that right as I
that would
start my
eat
casting
your
of
first
spell.
round. Your first surprise round, then.
Well, it's just a bonus action, so
Is
I'll
it?
save
Yeah.
it.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
to use my bonus action as well.
I was gonna say that I was gonna hold the spell with a bonus. Hold the spell with an action, and my bonus action, hold my. I don't know. I guess can't hold both, but then do that. I guess. But whatever. It's all good.
And DM, you can if you want, you can reduce my. Well, I guess I can do it. Sorry, my initiative is 1 less as a snake. So.
Where is Sorry,
I got it.
I was about to do it and I didn't click on myself. Dang it, I clicked off myself again. Come on. There we go.
Right now, we're gonna ignore their turn order because you guys do technically have a surprise round.
Who are you attacking? The boss guy or his minions?
Well, for me, first turn is cast Aura Vitality as an action, bonus action, turn into a giant snake, move action, bust through a window, and be a huge distraction.
So me and Talon are going to attack the boss, and is that right? The boss guy?
Whoever. I guess we'll start with the guy with the big battle axe. Yeah, we'll go there.
Very well. Charge forward then.
All right. First round of PC combat. Tolwyn, you're up first.
So cast a spell. So the 30-foot aura around me, I can heal people with a bonus action. For a minute, it's concentration, so I will have to make checks. Bonus action, turn into a giant snake. Move action, bust through a window. So I guess I'll just
come with us to get this big guy.
Yeah.
Because they're all going to follow us anyway, and the auras that we provided by Kaiathal, Severus, will be very helpful.
Yeah. So I have reach with my main attack with the snake, so I will just bust through and kind of land on the floor and just kind of be hissing.
Yes.
All right.
You do. Sorry, I couldn't help it. I'm sorry.
As you rush over towards the window, you immediately cast the ability to change into a giant venomous snake. As you jump straight towards the window, your form then transmogrifies into said constrictor and busts through and through the window, giving enough space that the other people in your team can squeeze through. Busting through, you then slither into the middle of the room, and this is definitely a good distraction. Talon.
Okie dokie. I jump in and assess the situation here. I guess I already put the spells in there, but I'm now dancing. And where's the guy with the battle axe? Is this guy, right?
No, it's this guy, yeah.
Oh, that. Okay, sorry. Good, I'm glad. I'm glad I asked, because I'm just gonna dance on over there, invisible. And I guess I'll put myself between them, invisibly. And since it's a surprise round, I only get one attack. But should I use a attack or should I use a spell? I have advantage. If I blast him with this spell, it could really help against anything he does later. So as much as I want to critically attack him, I don't want him hitting anybody with that axe. Or at least not a lot of us. So I'm gonna blast him with this.
Alright, Tasha's Mind Whip. Intelligence save. Unfortunately, that's 10.
Yes. Perfect. Alright, so now he does she's 6 damage. And now he is kind of stunned a little bit here. And he can only attack or move or make a reaction or something like that. So now that I did that, I will I'm visible now. I'll just take a step back. And so he can't hit me, or it can't hit me, or I don't know, because it looks like a she actually. I think
It's
you
a
said
dude.
he, or
Very
sorry.
feminine looking. Just very pretty boy.
Sorry.
It's all good.
Yeah, actually, the closer I get, the more I like to. Anyway, so yeah, that's all I can do. It's like my surprise round.
All right.
I want to attack. So yeah, that works.
Cerberus.
With my enhanced divine holy self, I jump through the epic
holy
cool
man.
fashion, and through the open
Holy
hole,
self, indeed.
I run across as the wooden planks, and with a single hand, I jump over, or pull myself over the banister, fall down before him with a thunderous crash. I pull out my sword of death, and I strike forward with a surprise attack. Thusly, I get advantage.
You're also invisible. So.
And-
That's what
That's
the
the reason why I said advantage, was because of
Yeah, nice.
That's right.
Also, does this person have the ability to see through invisibility?
If he does, honestly, giant snakes
You
surprise
wouldn't
them.
have
So
any
you don't know.
I
That
asked,
is
awesome.
I asked because then it means I don't have advantage.
Honestly, giant snake would surprise just about anyone.
Take this.
You have
Well,
advantage. You have
I
advantage.
would-
That's all I'm gonna say. With 19, you bring out your blade and slash into the side of this man. It does cut through, and immediately your invisibility goes away.
I use a divine smite. Is he undead or a fiend?
He just looks human. Well, humanoid.
Then that is an extra 10 point of radiant damage.
So you burst in some radiant energy, much like casting a grenade inside your blade. It shoots in, and it does do a significant amount. Not so much that they die, but good enough that they notice you. And at the end round,
I get my extra attack, don't I?
not in the
No.
surprise round.
Oh, never mind then.
At the end of the round, Kythal and Hound come over. Yeah, there's only. Can a dog open and give? I'm gonna say no.
Paw its mouth.
I'm gonna say no. His Hound can't open a potion bottle and then administer it to someone else.
I gave Kythal a strawberry.
No, that's not the point. I'm just wondering if I can bring both of them this turn, but I can't. He's just gonna pick up Vera because she has magic. Immediately opens her mouth, she choked. Grounds it up into juice and puts it in her mouth. 1d4, blah, blah, blah. And she immediately wakes up in a startle. Worried, but much, thankfully, alive. This eats up Kythal's turn. The Hound is going to currently protect these three and any... I'm going to say Bonnie, since she's unconscious. And anyone against Bonnie will have disadvantage on attacks against her. Towin, you can tell that everyone has now been alerted to, well, you all.
Yeah. Alright, well, I could attack from where I am, but seeing as this guy doesn't have any reactions anyways, I'm going to move here, and then here, so I'm flanking.
Yeah, remember, we are not doing flanking.
Right.
You said no 2 times.
In which case, I'll probably just stay here.
Okay.
Maybe here. Here's better.
Okay.
I'm gonna slither on up to this guy, and I'm going to attempt to constrict him. All of my attacks do count as magical now, for the purpose of overcoming resistance, if that matters.
Nice. It might.
It's a 14 to hit.
14 isn't going to cut it, I'm afraid.
Okay. So I miss with that. And then bonus action, I'm gonna heal Bonnie, who's still unconscious.
Yes.
She's within 30 feet of me, so I'm gonna heal her for. Let me double check. I think it's 2d6 with my aura of vitality. 2d6. Yeah.
And I'm assuming it has range, so you can actually get her.
Yeah, it's any It's let me see here. It's you can use a bonus action to cause one creature in the aura, including you, to regain 2d6 hit points.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if the aura is like wide enough. Like it's 20 feet, right? I believe.
30
Could be
feet.
wrong. 30. Cool. Yeah,
Yeah, so
definitely
it's
within
going
range.
huge. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like basically you could heal anyone in this whole place.
Honestly, yeah. I'm just
You
gonna
could heal everyone.
I'm just gonna show you it. I'm gonna make it red.
Meh.
So 7 hit points to her.
All right.
Yeah,
Thankfully
that's
enough, she was at her last death save, so she immediately gets back up. Still prone technically, but she's no longer dying.
Awesome.
Alright.
And that's my turn.
All right. The man just looking astounded at a giant snake, and then Cerberus, Talon, and Kythol just appearing out of nowhere. Well, now, it does seem this is a lot easier than I thought. Well, he then continues to... He was still casting this. Honestly, I should have just have it proc, but this is funnier this way, because unfortunately, everyone except for the giant snake grouped up together. Well, this is a lot easier than I thought it'd be. And immediately casts something in the area. You believe. 5, 4, counting down.
Oh yeah,
See if anything's
counterspell.
gonna
Yeah, counterspell.
2.
Yeah. I'm gonna counterspell that.
Okay. What level do you counterspell?
All I can do is all I can do is like 3rd level, so I have to roll, I guess.
Go ahead and roll. Unfortunately.
Okay, I guess it's 1d20 plus my modifier. Come on, big boy. No, I don't know, my mod plus 3. 1d20 plus 3. Oh no, it's a spellcast. Yeah, it's my spellcasting modifier. That's not good.
That's not good.
Not gonna work. I don't have an inspiration. Anybody have inspiration? Shit. Nope, doesn't work.
Actually,
I
did
tried.
I get an inspiration?
Give it to me!
Talon and Cerberus, you two both still have inspirations carrying you over.
Oh, alright. I'm definitely gonna use it right now for that. Because that was not a good roll. I'll try that one more time.
But Cerberus, you
Come
can
on,
give
baby.
someone else your inspiration. Nice!
Oh! Fuck your spell. Ugh.
I'm nearly about to
Besides-
cast something in the area. Talon, you just look towards him, and what do you say?
I'm like, I yell out in, I guess, in Infernal, I'm like, just yell like, silence! And I like gesture real quick, like I'm like bring my like fist down, like, and it's just like I don't know, just like makes him stutter, I guess, and it's like chanting, so like he falters on the spell, I guess, I don't know, like, or not, or like disrupts his hand somehow, or
Yeah.
I don't know.
The wavering energy from your own emotion constricts his spell flow and causes it to just disperse in the area harmlessly, causing him to flinch. But then, picking himself up, just looks at you in the state. All right then. Damage until you die. It is. Looks towards his comrades or things he's controlling. All right then. Take care of them as well. Shade, it's your turn. Oh
All we
wait,
wanted
that's
was
me. I
That's you
literally,
now.
it's me now.
Yeah.
Darn
I
it!
look at him, and I don't know what language he was speaking in, but I look at the guy after he said that. I'm like, all we came here for was a good dance, anyway. And I'm like, bring on your minions, and we'll slay them all. Right, Severus?
Shade looking towards you, does state, yo, we're gonna have to go. I have no idea how strong you guys are, but it's not good. I'm gonna take Connie and make sure she survives. I'm gonna be right back.
Yeah.
honestly-
you've done well. Get out of here. Like, done a great job. Right?
Unfortunately,
That's what
I had to downgrade Shade's abilities because that'd be unfair.
Yeah.
Taking his turn to make sure Connie's safe. He'll return next round. But Vera, on her turn, because she also has a turn on NPC round, does look. All right then. That's fine. Leaving me here. Shade just shouts out, I apologize, but need to save the youngest first. No, it's fine. I get it. Let's see here.
Hey, Vera,
Yeah?
don't worry. You're very young and beautiful yourself. No need to worry.
Not what I was going for, but thank you for the compliment. Immediately opens up her infinite spell book and pauses on one spell. All right, then. This should hit most of you. And then cast a fireball in the area. If I do it here. If I do it here. She's gonna make sure she doesn't hit anyone. It's gonna be in the corner, I guess. Immediately casting a fireball just straight in the corner over here. Casting it and making sure it's hitting the man with the battle axe and this phantasmal spirit. D20, D20. Yeah, they both fail. Digging 8d6 points of damage.
Do I recognize anything about this dude? This guy's attitude really pisses my character off.
He just seems arrogant. Other than that, nothing of personal connection. But dealing 36 points of damage to both of these guys. You can tell that the phantom spirit is flickering in and out. Maybe that's considered bloodied, you're not entirely sure. But the man himself is more or less fine. He definitely did get hurt and, very hurt, but not enough to kill him, though. But on next round, the man on a horse just comes over, takes out what appears to be a giant sickle, and slashes straight at the snake, who is Tolan. Does 23 hit your new AC?
Yep.
Alright. Thankfully enough, it's not that much damage, but it is considered necrotic damage. So, if you can negate that anyway, more than welcome to. Slashing in for 5 points of damage. Then continues to move forwards, getting out of snake range. I don't know in snake form if you have reaction.
I should.
Okay. Attack of opportunity.
1 sec here. 55 out of 60 hit points. I have to make a concentration check.
Oh yeah.
20, of course. Okay, sorry. My range with the snake is... I have one range that's 5 feet, one range that's 10 feet. So I guess he's still technically within range of me, right?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yep.
Alright. Heads towards Taylor and with the second attack does try to attempt to attack him in turn. But with a natural 1, I'm not rolling well today, just cuts into the ground before it even draws towards Taylor. The giant ooze creature immediately goes and bolts straight towards a lot of you. That is way too close to actually do anything. First towards Cerberus, it's going to just... No, it's going to do a wave attack instead. Kythop me, Vera me, Talon, Cerberus, and technically Kythal's dog. I'll need to make a dexterity saving throw. As this hound goo creature just rushes towards you, stops in place, and a jettison of purple ooze is flickering all around you.
+3 to your dex.
+3 to your dex. Nice. Both of you pass, and let's roll for NPCs. 14 plus 3, 17 passes. And I'm just going to have Kythal do it for his dog as well. Does not pass. And dog passes. So you take half of this. This creature immediately bolts straight towards your area and does 4d8 points of acid damage as it just stops and that wave comes over you. Most of you are able to dodge a good amount of it, but you do still sustain 7 points of acid damage. If you can reduce that, you're more than welcome to. Alright, and it's for its actual attack. We'll try to... I'm going to go with 1, 2, and 3. Reroll on 4. I feel like I keep attacking Kythal's dog. Yeah, gonna go in for a bite attack. 1d20 plus modifier. Does not hit, thankfully enough. Talon.
Well, let's see here. I'm going to move forward here. Let's see. Actually, I don't want to blast somebody again. Concentration as well.
Morning. The weather's tough.
That blob probably doesn't look very dexterous, but I can hit both of these guys as well. Okay. I'm gonna try and go all damage this time. Cast this spell.
This is not an easy journey.
All right.
And then move forward and stab this guy right here. With that. And I'll send two. As I'm doing that, I'll send 2 meteors flying down behind, like them.
As a bonus action on each of your turns thereafter, you can spend 2 sending them straight. Yeah.
Missed that though.
I'm assuming thereafter means like thereafter casting the spell.
Yeah, so like I'm sending 2 of them, so dexterity save. I probably missed my attack though, but they both need to make dex saves.
Yeah. Swinging your blade straight towards them, he's easily able to dodge it. But with the meteors exploding on the impact, these 2... Axeman passes, the other one does not.
Okay. One takes 5 fire, the other one takes 10 fire damage. As
All right.
they explode like behind them. And that is my turn for now.
All right. While not looking at the explosion, the man with the battle axe parries your blade and turns it to the side, allowing you to ring down 2 meteors into the area. Burning sensation behind them, the man with the battle axe, whose name you do not know, just looks at all of you in a square combat. What the other one on horse does take a significant amount of damage, but not enough to kill him, but not doing well. On the Phantasm's turn, it comes over... Tonelli can go here. Comes here. Yeah, I'm gonna make it attack. Plus 6. Directly towards Vera. Yeah, definitely does hit. Oh, dang. With any luck, it this doesn't. With any luck, this doesn't kill her. Oh no, this is straight up gonna kill her. 'Cause she only has 4 health. Well.
Kill her or knock her out?
You don't know. Immediately, this creature goes straight towards her, and like viciously, the shadows overlap her, and this giant phantasmal skull just bites into her right side. She screams out in pain and just hits the ground. And you don't see her move. Then looking towards Talon, and then begins to say something. Talon, are you immune to fear?
Yeah.
Do I
No.
get that ability currently, DM? And
No.
What was that, Service?
1 second. I do think I get an ability akin to that.
To fear?
Either that now or later, but I can't quite tell. Let me check.
You might. How is this
Oh, yeah.
related currently?
Well, because he's within my aura of protection.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You will get a bonus. Definitely to your roll.
Maybe I'm wrong. Sorry. I thought maybe I gave that
You
ability.
don't give immunity to fear. It's still a wisdom save, and I just have a +3 in my roll now. So you're still
Never mind.
that's still pretty good.
Talon, why don't you go ahead and make it wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
+3, 15.
sure.
Does succeed, thankfully enough. The AC to beat was 15. Immediately, like, looking at this thing, looking at
Very helpful.
your... I don't know if you'd consider Vera a friend, or at the very least a comrade. But someone that you knew is just on the ground bleeding out. Thankfully enough, Talon, you're more reserved with your emotions that you keep in check.
But it's Kaithal's turn skipped?
No, Kaithal goes at the end of the round.
Never mind. With a frustrated growl, I really wanted to hit the phantom thing, but gotta follow the plan at the moment. I turn towards the femboy,
Okay.
and I will release, according to the spell, I have to release it in order to grant myself an advantage to hit, which I will now take. Good thing I chose to. 21 hits, I believe.
Okay, you keep saying release it. What do you mean by release?
According to the spell's effects, I have to choose when I wish to take the advantage.
Oh, okay. Man, I was
Say first
around the
strike.
corners. Okay,
Move
thank you.
When until the spell ends. Your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. Once before the spell ends, you can give yourself advantage on one weapon attack roll on your turn. That attack deals an extra 1d8 force damage on hit.
Mhm.
Whether you hit or miss, your walking speed increases by 30 feet until the end of that turn.
Yeah. You're good. You're fine. I just wasn't too sure what you're doing. But 21 definitely does hit.
So 12 damage. How damage did he look?
When you strike in for the secondary strike, for the first strike, it cuts in heavily, and you can tell that he spits out blood. Normal red blood, no weird black ichor or strange ooze or shadows. This person looks, alive. Striking in, though, based off of that strike, you wring it back out, and you can tell they're not looking so good. Definitely consider bloodied now.
Drat. Oh, man.
Should have waited. But 27 still hits.
Anyways, I wanted to use a Divine Smite on a crit. So it's a 14. And I'm going to go ahead and use a Divine Smite, level 1.
All right. 14, 15, 30. Not undead, so 29. Striking in, you can tell you did a significant amount of damage. He's not dead, but a couple of strikes like that will not keep him up.
Let's say, based upon everything that we've fought in so far and what they've been doing... My bonus action list... I mean, I don't think the girl is permadead. So I'm going to go ahead and end my turn.
All right. At the end of the round, Kaithal does look towards Vera and does state, guys, sorry. Gonna have to make sure she at least is out of here. We'll try to fix this later. Grabs onto her coat collar and begins to drag her on top of the hound. Whatever she was carrying, she releases it, and Kaithal makes sure to get his hound out of here, making sure Vera, survives.
I'm kind of surprised Kaithal didn't make sure the thing she dropped, because we know that's important, wasn't taken.
NPC. Currently. Hound will return in the next movie. Towen!
Cool. I am going to attempt to constrict the humanoid, the axe guy again.
All right.
With 23 to hit.
23 definitely does hit.
All right, so that is 2d8 plus 4 damage.
And is it a strength save, or do I get to choose?
Let me 1 sec, I will read it. So 16 damage, bludgeoning, magical. The target is grappled. Escape DC 16.
Oh, so he's automatically grappled.
Automatically grappled, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So I I just literally just wrap the vast majority of my body around him and just try to crush him.
Yeah. Your body envelops this man quite easily and quite well and begins to bind and break him. You can tell a rib definitely was broken. Thankfully enough, it's not one of yours.
Yep. And point of note, I am attempting to do non-lethal damage to him.
All right.
Are you going to use your bonus action?
Bonus action. Who's hurt?
I'm a little hurt.
I heal Severus for 2d6.
All right, Service, you're healed for 2d6. 6. Pretty good.
And I guess that's my turn.
All right. Dang. Well, he's restrained.
Oh, and yeah, restrained. So I believe that means all of his attacks are at disadvantage.
Any melee attacks are considered disadvantage. He doesn't have any speed or movement. Anyone attacking him does have advantage on strikes. Unfortunately, he can also use magic, and that is not restricted. Dang it.
Does he automatically fail dexterity saving throws, or does he have a disadvantage on dexterity saving throws?
I feel like thematically it would make sense that he fails.
Yeah. How do
But
you feel about lightning, Tolman?
All of my hit points are expendable.
Snake hisses. You assume that means okay.
My guy.
I don't know if you can speak yet, Tolwyn. Can you speak as an animal currently?
No, but I could nod my head.
Okay. Nods head. This man begins to, like, directly point at... Dang it. I think he can just hit all of you. Potentially. Yep. This man just points directly at Cerberus, Talon, Kythal, and begins to chant something. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And begins to shoot out an electric whip, just smacked out from his finger and cutting through everything within 100 feet. Direct line. Cerberus, Talon, Kythal, me. Go ahead and roll dexterity saving throws. As a lightning bolt just shoots out.
17.
17 passes. If it meets, it beats. And Talon, with your 26, definitely does pass.
Severus, I think yours is already added in there, buddy.
Oh, is it?
I'm pretty sure it already does it on your character sheet. So I'm pretty sure you don't have a +5 dex save normally. You have a +2, and then you got +3 from your ability.
I guess it does then.
Yeah. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but thank you. You helped me save even further. I super saved.
Everyone in the area that got 17 or above, because I've already told you if it meets, it meets. Is good, but everyone else does take. Man, was it 86 or 68?
Is it a lightning bolt?
It's a lightning bolt.
8d6, the same
Yep,
fireball.
86. I literally just looked at it a little while ago. But the area gets hit with electricity, and you know, a giant hole is more or less made in the wall behind, well, everyone. So that's 29. Talon, you take half, so that is 15 rounded up. And Kythal is not looking that great. Where is his character sheet? Oh, why was it closed? That's strange.
So I take 8 then.
Okay. Yeah, he does pass, thankfully enough, so he takes half.
Which is nice. I don't want to take 16. Severus is going to need the healing from this one. So I use all my magical abilities to recover there. I guess next time I'll save my third little spell and try and counter it.
All right. On that turn, Shade does return back. Jumps through the giant snake hole that was created. Looking at the area. All right. The hell happened? And immediately throws 2 daggers directly towards the constricted man. Advantage. Boom, boom. Natural 20 definitely does hit. And then second attack. Unfortunately, the second attack does not hit. But he does deal 3d6. plus
Reality of that.
5. So dagger just impales this man, and then like shrapnel disperses into their body.
Oh, Severus, you helped me save my Constitution saving throw, so see, it really helps me out here.
Speaking of helping out, this horse just tries to attack Talon. Horseman. Pop up. Nope, doesn't not even hit. We'll try to strike again. I don't suppose 18 hits your AC, Talon?
No, my AC is 19.
Right, you're dancing. Thankfully enough.
Dang.
Giant,
AC is 20.
giant liquid creature begins to look towards you guys. Will target. Yeah, the thing is pretty dumb, but not so dumb. It's gonna try to target the snake to make sure that its technical owner is set free. Just attempts to bite into you. I am assuming 10 doesn't hit you, Tolan.
Does not. The snake's AC is very low, but it's higher than 10.
That's fair. This does cause for a 2-pronged attack, but it failed the first one, so it doesn't even get to do the second. Talon.
Alright, well, let's see here. My homie's not doing so good. But, so at this point right here, this guy, all 3 of these bad guys are within 5 feet at this point, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna force them to make a dexterity saving throw as I throw another, and use my bonus action to throw another 2 meteors out at them. Look at bitches.
Alright. And I think, other than this ghost skull, everyone else failed. So
The ghost skull guy?
the ghost skull
I haven't hit him
passed.
yet with my fucking too bad. Yeah, he has a fucking.
Shooting out 2 more meteors. It bursts into the area, and the man in, I was about to say suit of armor, on top of the horse just begins to keel over and fall down, as both him and the steed just hit the ground and begin to burn up.
Awesome. Okay. Well, I'm gonna dance over his remains and dance back because I can. And I'm not really leaving anybody's engagement range, so just do that once or twice. And then for my action, for my next trick, let's see. He's restrained. Does he have a reaction? He's restrained.
I don't remember, but I don't believe so.
Okay.
Restrained creatures may become 0 camp benefit for its bonus speed. Attack rolls against a creature of advantage, and a creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. The creature has disadvantage on dex saving throws. It still has a reaction.
Okay. Well, I still have my action, so actually, I didn't cast a spell. I was using a spell. So I'll just use my action to. I have 2 attacks this time anyway, so.
Yeah.
I'll just boom, boom. I'll just spin into him at advantage.
26 hits, 12 does not.
Actually, I get to roll another d20 on the one that doesn't hit.
Oh yeah,
Maybe
the
20.
high elven thing.
18 plus 9.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, and then, well, just in case I roll a crit on the next one, I guess I'll just, or the last one. Nope. Okay, just in case. You can always roll that crit, just in case. Anyway, boom, boom, take that. That's your shadow guy, or not shadow guy.
Just a dude.
Battle axe guy.
Just
Battle
random
axe
dude.
guy.
I slash
man,
into
yeah.
the battle axe guy, and you can tell that this man just coughs out a good amount of blood. He's not, too long for this world.
Yeah, I dance around, I jump and spinning through the air, and land my feet on the snake, and I just stab in an angle, so it goes between the snake's skin, so I don't hurt my friend, but I just stab it into it and rip it out and kind of flip off, hopefully hitting vital areas, but he's still alive, so not vital enough. But I still keep dancing.
All right. At the end of your turn, you do hear the constricted man just look towards the phantom creature, and he does state, "Get the item!" And the phantom creature comes over here, picks it up, "Get the hell out of here!" and begins to leave, giving Kaithal and Taylor an attack of opportunity.
How far does it go?
Goes over here, outside of your range, and Toe and Snake, attack of opportunity as well.
Only a 10 for me.
Unfortunately, it does not hit. I'm gonna go with Kaithal. What melee attack does he have? 22 does hit. Oh, he has his longsword. 16 does hit, but wow, that is grossly inappropriate. How does he only do one? Oh, he rolled a 1.
He doesn't have any strength on, does he?
Apparently. Oh, he really doesn't. That's weird. I'll figure that one out later. I'll just add a +2 for now. So 3. Plus 14. You can tell that this phantom creature is heavily hurt, but not so much dead. It took a bonus action for him to grab onto the book. Movement of 30 feet, so that was 5.
Yeah, like we can't let him escape.
Question. Yes.
Severus. Oh,
I
go ahead,
thought-
Severus.
I thought the ghost head was already flickering after the fireball.
Considered bloodied.
Yep, and we just poked him. We just poked him a little more, so he's hurt. So
yeah.
I yell.
Cyrus, I know what
Yeah,
you're saying,
like,
but I had no real idea of how to indicate. Ghost is now bloodied.
Continue, please.
More than bloodied. But yeah, I yell like, Severus, you keep finishing up things here with Tolman. Like, I'll go after him. Like,
He has enough room. Well, technically enough movement. Taking a not disengage. What's it called? Dash action. He just phases through the wall and is now technically outside.
what a bitch! I'm still gonna get him. I
Yeah,
can fling those
more than welcome
fucking
to.
fireballs. I have
Cerberus.
a lightning bolt.
Can. Okay.
Don't worry, he won't get away. There's
I
no
have
way
a
he can
bonus-
take.
I can use my
12d6
bonus action
damage.
to Misty Step. Can I see the direction where he went?
Currently no, but there is a window further to the south that you can see out, and as long as he doesn't have, like, I don't know, 60 or 90 feet of movement, you could potentially see him after that.
You don't have any ranged weapons though, do you? Like, how are you gonna hurt him?
Only thing I have is my regained channel divinity after.
Yeah, just stay here. I'll get him. I have the ability to. He literally won't be able to get away from me. I'm too fast, and I have too many ranged abilities. You have the melee. Stay here and keep stabbing, where you're really effective. I'll make
Very
sure.
well.
Trust me.
I turn towards this dude who's everything just pisses me off because it reminds me too much of my old home. I get a super serious look on my face, and I channel all my rage and might into my next set of attacks.
Yeah, Severus. And I give him my owl to help him out
Alright.
on his attack. Because I don't need help.
I believe that is advantage, so 24 still hits.
Well, I guess. Well, yeah, then my turn. I'll do it again. But whatever.
Springing your blade to the side, it slashes in, and you can tell that just the wind itself could bring this man down.
Nice.
Yeah, 27 does hit. And Cerberus, how do you want to bring this man down? You can't like cut him in half because technically, Snake covered most of his body. But go for it.
I ruin his face. I cut
Bump his
along-
head off. Eat it.
cut along his face so that he'll know that his face is ruined right before he dies.
Okay.
And right after I cut his face, I just stab him through the skull.
All right. Deathblade, correct?
Yes.
slashing the face, clearly giving a scar. You can tell that this man is shocked, surprised, and very hurt, both emotionally and physically. And then you just drive your blade straight through and through. You feel a sensation, a pulse of breath just lap into your blade itself, and there was a moment like the world itself paused, and then a heartbeat, and then nothing. As you drag out your blade from this man's now lifeless corpse.
Good. I looked over to Talon and I tell him, "May the winds have your back. Chase after that thing and smite it down."
I nod and smile with a widening grin. Like nothing has been able to outrun me when I'm on the hunt. Stay here and help and do what you can to help Tolwyn clean up this mess. I will bring back the prize. Trust me on this. And on my turn, I take off running. Starting.
Service, anything else?
I move over one, look towards the giant blobby thing that looks like ribbons to me, and I go into a guard position and prepare to strike.
You have your action surge now.
No, I don't. I don't get action surge as a paladin.
Oh, I keep thinking you're a fighter. God damn it.
Sword. Kaithal, on the other hand, at the end of the round, does look towards everyone. Honestly, he's more hurt than most of you, except maybe Cerberus. He would probably try to heal you before hitting himself. Comes over here, gives you a health potion, 2d4, plus 2. Cerberus, you heal for 8. And then...
Thank you.
No problem. What's what he says. He'd go towards the window to see if he could probably tell where it went, but that's as far as he can get. Tolan.
Alright, so first things first, I'm actually going to heal Pythol because he's really hurt.
Yeah.
So for 8 points.
He thanks you.
And
It's so dope.
I love this spell, it's great.
Yeah, it's really dope, man. So sick.
And then there's no size restriction on constrict, so I guess I'll try to constrict a giant oozing acid creature. Seems like a smart choice.
Seems like a very smart choice.
Immune to restriction or grapple?
Me too. It may be immune to grapple, but I do hit it with a 22.
22 does hit.
So that is going to be 2d8 plus 4 damage. 12 damage.
Nice.
Midland.
You move around its body, its main form, and then constrict your body to a good extent. Thankfully enough, your attacks are magical, so it did come in handy. Constricts into it, dealing 12 points of damage. As this thing's more or less acid body begins to like gurgle and blow up here and there, as if a chemical reaction is happening. But your constriction seeps through the entire mass of it and letting it go. Cerberus is correct. That's out of game knowledge, though. Unfortunately, they can't be constricted or held, technically. Restrained.
I'm pretty sure telekinesis would work.
Telekinesis would probably work, but you're a giant snake.
Yep,
well,
I'm
Tolan's a giant snake. But you still did damage, which is good.
Alright, that's the end of my turn then.
Alright. I was about to make the same mistake twice. Shay looks around and then states towards you guys. Where the hell is Vera?
Taken by the dog outside.
Alright. Do you guys know where her book is? It's with her.
I point towards where the ghost went.
Oh, damn it. And then rushes straight towards that area.
I yell follow me. Like, let's go, or run that way. Or,
Dog technically does have attack opportunity, but is currently dog not that smart. Dog not that smart, but can understand bigger threats. Shade just busts through this window. That's the end of their turn. Dead. giant ooze creature looks towards, well, everyone. Right now, considering the giant snake its most prominent danger, but can also see other people trying to attack it. Looking towards the entire area, it will do its cone attack, which I believe is 15 feet, which would encompass everyone minus Kaithal. This creature just looks towards all of you and begins to roar and snap at you, as if a mighty hound is just territorial. And immediately a strange vapor begins to form out of its mouth and conceals the area within a 15-foot cone. Cerberus, Talon, and Snake Tolwyn, I want you all to go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw. +3 because of Cerberus's area of effect. Taylor, you as well.
Sorry, I'm making my pregnant wife some raviolis. She eats them. Sorry, I'm coming.
No problem. More than fair. More than fair.
Constitution, right? You said con?
Yes.
Alright.
Everyone minus Tolwyn passes. So an immediate vapor begins to acidically burn into your skin. Thankfully enough, most of you are able to take only half, while the others only take 3. Well, it's still a lot. It's 3d10. Acid damage as it burns into your flesh. Cerberus and Talon, you take half of that. So 11 rounded up.
Okay, and then I need to make a con saving throw to maintain concentration.
Yeah, you should get an 11 or above.
11 or above. No, only an 8. So my aura drops.
All right. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
It was very, very handy.
Yeah, it's a good spell.
Thank you for seeing this.
Definitely. I guess the guard dog definitely did its job. But speaking of people that are going to do their jobs, Talon.
Yep, I'm doing my job. So I'm gonna dance my happy ass over towards the way that thing went.
All right. There is a wall directly there.
Yeah, like, so did it go through the wall? It looks like stairs. Like, is it just a wall there?
The map indicates stairs. There's honestly just a wall there.
Okay. Well, then where was I? Over here. I'll just run straight through this way and like hop, like, you know, can I hop up here and see him out the window?
Where were you? Like in the beginning, before you moved?
Oh, sorry. Right here.
You can get pretty far, but you wouldn't be able to go through the window unless you take the dash action.
But I can see him, can't I?
Not at the angle you can get to. At least I don't think so. Let's see here. You can get here, windows here. You wouldn't have a field of vision because it's higher up.
I have what's it called? 40 feet of movement.
Oh yeah, that's true. You can get towards the window and you can see them 20 feet further north.
Okay, so I can see him moving up to the north.
Yeah, technically they like face through into the north section, so they're just there. They're like 10 feet away from the wall currently.
Since I can see him, go ahead and have him make a dexterity saving throw, please. As my last 2 meteors that are floating around me go streaking towards him, screaming in his direction.
All right, what's the number to beat?
It is 15 now. He took a hit from the blade.
Passes, unfortunately.
Damn. Okay. So he takes half of that.
2 meteorites enter into the area and burn a good amount of the air of his form. He's not dead, but he's definitely not doing the best.
Yep, he was already bloodied. He's hurt a little more. And now for the coup de grace. Suck it, bitch. I blast him with a lightning bolt.
Nice. Yeah, bonus action just to shoot your meteors. So lightning bolt action.
Yep. For only 22 damage though. 86.
Any reason why you split those two damage pools apart?
Because I didn't want to type in 86, so I just put I just clicked on the thing and did 46 twice.
Okay. 1d20 plus modifiers. You take half. And you said 15 is your number to beat.
Yeah, for him now, yeah.
Unfortunately, he
You got a
does beat
minus.
it. Oh, he has a minus?
Well, he has a -1 to his save. That's why it's a 15 instead of a 14 now to save. Because I hit him with my blade, so he's a little more susceptible to my magic.
Oh,
Just
okay.
by one.
Okay. So
Yeah.
electrical bolt bursts into the area, dealing 22 points of damage as it sinks into his body. You can tell it's hurt and writhing in pain. Definitely another attack like that might bring it down.
Okay, I said.
I don't know if anybody noticed I was here yet. I came in really late, but I'm here, just so you know. Go ahead.
I send my hawk after it, like to keep tabs on it as like I'm like pursuing it as well. I've used all my 40 feet of movement to get over there. Yeah, but I'm gonna keep following it. And you hear me like everyone, you can hear me curse like I blasted it with all the magic I had but I still have more like I'm gonna keep chasing him. I'm kind of pissed off. I'm like, damn it, he's still running with it. Like, but he won't get away. He can't outrun my hawk or whatever, or me really.
Potentially.
Not if I'm dead.
All right. The hawk. What's the flank speed of the hawk?
120 feet.
Yeah, I can get there just fine.
Yeah, and it can dash too. So
yeah. As the phantasmal creature is taking its turn, it then goes further north through another house. I want you and your hawk to make a perception check with disadvantage, because you can't see through walls.
okay, it has advantage on perception checks for sight and smell, so it'll just be a straight
Flat roll? Yeah.
Perception?
Perception.
20.
Nice. You can tell that this creature is still heading north, but currently inside of a house. With its remaining action, it does dash in further and continues heading towards that direction. So
okay,
it's still
I tell
going.
everybody where it's going, and
well, technically, north south east. It's technically heading west towards the city entrance.
Okay.
It's
Well,
still
I tell everybody that, and
yeah.
I say I'm gonna be chasing it. Like let's go.
All right, service.
I look towards the weird dog thing, and I attack.
All right. 22 does it. Your blade rings in and slashes through this slime like a hound. It does do a good amount of damage, but not enough to kill this thing. 18 also hits. And bring your blade once more, and it slashes through. This thing winces in pain. You believe it's considered bloodied. Because again, like ghosts, can't really describe a slime being bloodied.
I end my turn.
All right. No movement?
I look towards Tolan and I ask him, which do you want to do? Chase after or fight this?
Owen will just open his mouth to strike it.
Okay. Service, I believe you understand the intent. Again, giant snake can't talk. Carthol, unfortunately, you've been getting hurt once in a while. Tolwyn has been able to heal you in service as well, thankfully enough, so you've been standing. But you have gotten hurt a little bit. Your hound is currently helping out Connie and Vera, making sure that you don't die.
Okay.
Vera was knocked down and knocked out by a very vicious attack and currently away. We can say your hound's back with you. That's perfectly fine. But that's what was happening.
That's fine. No, you can leave him where he's at. He can be doing that. That'd be fine.
Okay.
I yell out to Hythel, chase after the ghost dead.
Okay. So I will move to. Hold on one second.
The ghost that you currently see is outside of this building.
Okay. So I am going to run here first. I am going to fling my my blade at this, or my chakram at that thing.
Mhm.
Um,
Oh wow, I think this is one of the few times it doesn't hit. Your
yeah,
chakram
wow.
moves over towards it,
I'm
and like most things in slimes, it just sinks through, cuts through, but doesn't really do any damage. Bounces off the wall and lands back in your hand.
I will throw it again, and as it's going towards it, I will finish my movement. I think I can get to there, and then just kind of throw my hand up in the air to catch it, but it didn't hit anyway, so
Okay.
I guess not.
You do so, grab onto it, but instead of like having perfect timing and aim, it hits the banister next to you and like crashes that down, and then you pick it up.
Okay, that
If you have
it'll
your Misty
end.
Step, you can use your bonus action Misty Step. You have one.
That's true.
Oh, I do, because I usually use it with my dog. Okay, so Misty Step is 15 or 30
30
feet. Okay.
30 feet, and then you have your movement. We gotta chase after that fool.
No, I just used my movement.
Oh,
Unfortunately, not everybody's as fast as you, Taylor.
Can he
Yeah, sorry,
just
buddy.
outside?
come on, slowpokes.
Currently, this
Um,
creature is it took an additional 60 feet, so it's what
He's not here, right?
85 feet
so
away from
I'm-
you.
Can he use
Okay, so-
Misty Step to get outside?
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, so I'm going to bamf right over there, and that will end my turn.
Okay. Again, you're not that close, but you are now 30
Oh,
feet,
wherever I can
55 feet away from it. As you're on top of a
Okay.
building, like running towards where Taylor told you it was heading.
be. Gotcha.
Toll.
Okay. That ends.
All right. I am going to attempt to. So, I guess I might as well use the constrict attack since it does more damage, even though I can't actually grapple it. But I'm just basically bludgeoning this thing with my body.
22 does hit.
All right. That is 8 plus 4, 19 damage.
A massive amount of just forceful energy bursts into this creature. Unfortunately, not able to restrain it, but still doing damage. It continues to have the liquid vapor of this body just break apart further and further. It's not dead, but it's not looking that great.
And I'm going to use my bonus action to expend one of my first level spell slots to heal myself for 1d8.
All right.
So combat wild shape ability. So I heal for 5.
Nice. Any movement?
No,
movements
because I
do you
need to be
have?
within 5 feet to use that attack on this thing.
That's fair. All right. I was about to make the same mistake again. Yeah, he can definitely get there. Shade on his turn begins to move directly towards the buildings. Begins to make an acrobatics check to get and hop onto the actual area. Jumping. Dang.
And I told him where it was too. Kind of yelled out to everybody.
It eats up most of his movement, but Shade is able to get up there just fine. It's just slow going. Slower than intended, but with a dash action is closer now, and right smack dab next to Kythal. Man, rolling a 10. The slime creature, on the other hand, is currently looking towards the last two fighters in the area. Connie Vera currently outside of the game. Connie currently just tending to Vera, making sure that she's fine, and the Hound making sure that they're protected, as, you know, there's still creatures roaming about the streets, because this is a dangerous town right now. You wonder why people go underground to make sure they're safe. Anyways, this slime creature, it doesn't move, but I accidentally moved it. I'm going to go with evens and odds. Alright, unfortunately, so risk your odds. So it's just going to try, like beforehand, but with, you know, a snake, tries to bite into you. Does 23 hit?
Yes.
All right. As this massive thing just bites into you, you feel a strange ichor from its teeth just drain into you, as if ooze is going into a wound, and that is not a nice sentence. Service, go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw. That is not enough, unfortunately. You do sustain 2d6 points of slashing damage by its teeth. If you can reduce that, that's fine. But that's 10. But then the acid just seeps into the wound heavily. So you do sustain 4d8 points of acid damage just burning into you. Thankfully enough, I rolled low, though. So that's only 13. And you are now considered poisoned, under the condition poisoned. Oops.
I think I'm immune to poison.
Then you're fine.
Oh no, disease. Never mind.
Oh.
No, yeah, you're immune to disease, which kind of sucks. It's only if the DM like, you got bit by a gnoll.
Talon.
Okay, so I made the check. I know pretty much exactly where he is.
Yeah.
He was moving to
When
the
you
house
were when you were looking at it, it was 20 feet away from you. Beyond that point, it took a dash action, a movement action, so it is now 80 feet away
You
from you.
said 80 feet away. Okay, so, but I know, so where is it exactly? You said it's inside of a house right now.
It's inside of a house, moving towards
Or
the city gate.
Okay. Okay, but like it's moving towards the city gate. I can see which way it's going. I know pretty much which house it's in, right?
Yeah, it's 2 houses to the left.
Okay. So I'm gonna move my 40 feet and then use my bonus action to Misty Step on top of that house, and so I can have a view of the city gate. And then I will hold the spell Tasha's Mind Whip for when it comes out of the house, I guess. As it comes out of the house, I will blast it with Tasha's Mind Whip, which is what I should have hit it with in the beginning.
As you rush up straight towards the area, you run 20 feet, back up into the house itself. Then you move the additional 20 feet of your remaining movement, holding on to your action. Currently, at this point in time, you are minus 40, minus 30, I guess 10 feet away from it, technically.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I should be able to get on top of the roof of the house where it's at.
Yeah.
If it's going to be coming out of the house soon, like, if it's not all the way to the house, it can't be in the house that much longer. So if it's coming out, I'm going to be right above it, like, in the house. Like, if it comes out, I'm going to blast it.
So you're holding your action until you see this thing to attack it.
Yep.
All right.
And I'm pretty sure I'm going to use Touch's Mind Whip. I think that's all I can do.
All right. As you stand on top of the second story area where Kaithal is only 20 feet behind you and Shade in turn, you do see this phantom creature heading towards, the gate entrance, but it has yet to emerge. Looking at the gate itself, you do see just one man standing at the gate, while a vacuumous storm is in the area. It's honestly tough to see, and honestly, I should have been giving you disadvantage attacks at this point in time because, you're in a storm and trying to attack something. But you do see that one silhouetted individual at the gate entrance.
Okay, I have my... so you want me to do my attack, right, as you're saying?
This creature does pop out of the last house and is heading towards the gate, giving you an attack.
Okay.
Your action.
Okay. I'll have my hawk fly down and give me some assistance there, and
Right, assistance,
I will...
flat roll.
Yeah, Tasha's Mind Whip doesn't matter. But
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I'm trying to fly down, but still, intelligence save is DC 15 now for it, because it got hit by my sword.
It is intelligent, but not so much it has proficiency in it. That's a 9.
Whew. Okay, so now it can either move, it can take an action or a bonus action, but it can't do both, so it can't use its action to dash anymore.
Do you want to do the damage too?
Yes, I do. Yeah, it dies. I was like, I don't know if it's gonna die. Hopefully, it's gonna die. I haven't been doing too much damage. I was hoping. There you go, a little bit.
Pretty good. Your whip bashes into this thing, and with psychic energy just pins and needles into this body. Dealing a point of damage.
Literally create like a whip, like. It's like whip it and tie him to the roof.
This creature immediately halts in position as if trying to break through some type of mental restraint. This thing is hurt, very hurt. Another attack like that, or even less, will bring this thing down. But it's just barely standing. But it can only take one action, bonus
I
action,
started
or movement.
I started yelling for like everybody, like, "Hey, it's over here!" And I'm like, "Yeah, hold on, okay, whoa!"
This thing will finish off its round by moving, forcing itself into the direction of the north section. Is 20 feet away from that silhouetted individual, but still moving forwards, unfortunately. But it ends its turn there, not able to get to that man.
Does he get an attack of opportunity?
No.
No, I'm 40 feet away now.
No, yeah. Beforehand, you were 10 feet away. But you know, your mind whip. Pa-pa!
Yeah. Second boy.
Service.
Anyway. Yeah.
I'm really frustrated now. This thing just will not die.
21 does it. 9. Bringing your blade once more, it slashes into this creature. And this thing does look heavily hurt. Well, hard to tell, but this thing's losing mass quickly and ferociously. With a divine smite burning into its flesh once more, it does look to be heavily and severely hurt. Another good attack might be able to bring it down. 11 is not high enough to strike it, though. So bringing your blade once more, you try to swing, but this creature simply oozes around your blade and comes back into 1.
I was hoping that was going to kill it. That thing has too high of an attack for that to be useful, so I have to end my turn.
All right. Kaito.
Okay.
50 feet
How
away
far
from this
did you say? 50 feet. All right. I will run my 30 towards him. I don't know how far 30 is technically.
I see you like running up, like, Kaito! I'm standing on like you see like a whip, like a psychic, like purple, like vibrant whip, like tied to this thing, and I'm like trying to hold him back, like, Kaito, kill it!
All right. So I run my 30, and then I used my Misty Step earlier, but I did not use my my innate Misty Step yet. So I will, or I guess it's a phase step, I guess you'd call it. So I will phase step the, what is it, 20 feet it would be to the opposite side of him.
Yeah.
And then
Looking at this,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Are reminded, because I did only say that a bit while ago, that there is a silhouetted man from the phantom creature 20 feet to the north. You're more than welcome to do what you do, but you are getting closer to someone else.
There's a shadowy figure.
Are we supposed to be going after the shadowy figure just yet, or I mean,
no, that guy.
You want me to kill this?
Thing, yeah,
Kill the spirit.
Like
Okay.
book, and it has a book.
Okay.
You need to get it, and like get it, throw it back to me.
Okay.
And then I'll run away with it.
I will immediately attack
Call your
it
dog
as
to help
soon. I don't know how far he is from me.
Wait, how heavy is the book? How heavy is the book?
Not so heavy you couldn't grab onto it.
I know, but like how heavy? 3 pounds? 5 pounds?
It's a good tome, around 8 pounds.
Damn it. Okay.
All right. I'm hitting him.
All right. 29 definitely does hit. And how do you want to bring this phantom creature down?
I'm gonna throw the chakram kind of up above its head as it comes down with the weight. Straight, I guess. I don't think it'll cut it in half, but either way, it'll come down on top of its head, spinning with the weight.
Kind of like a frisbee that's not coming back?
Well, no, not that way, but it comes down. What is it? Horizontal.
Horizontal, yeah.
No, vertical. It comes down vertical on him.
Oh, okay, yeah, that
As if
makes
it's
sense.
cutting him in half body wise. I don't know if it'll cut him in half, but either way, I don't know what he is.
That's true.
But that's what I did.
Doing so, you maneuver around him and just slash heavily into the skull, fracturing it in half. The remaining body or portion of body that had itself being contained just shatters around it and is enveloped in, well, ice and snow, leaving it off until the next round. You did Misty Step bonus action, you did Misty Step regular,
Yes.
and then you
Yeah.
just did straight up attack. I think that's it,
The mi-
unless I'm mistaken.
Yeah, the Misty Step from
Yeah.
earlier was the first act or the first last turn, but that was my innate Misty Step. I should have another attack, but I don't know if there's anybody to attack. Honestly,
Well,
The
can
book.
you use your attack to
Either
grab
way.
the book and
Yeah,
grab
I
the
was gonna
book
say
and
I'm
throw it
gonna
to me?
use my action to grab the book.
Okay.
So
Uh,
that would end my turn.
you grab the book as it hits the ground, and this creature is no more. Still that random person behind you, but we'll worry about that when it gets to it. Tolan.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna try
Please
and
kill
this
it.
thing. With only a 10, so I'm not gonna kill it.
Using your body to try to wrap around this thing. This time it's being oozing more and more. So when it tries to constrict it, it simply comes out in 5 pieces. You constrict and then it does nothing as it reforms itself in whole.
I'm probably going to go down next turn.
Bonus or movement?
I think that's all I can do this turn. Yeah, because I'm not gonna leave until this thing's dead. So
That is fair. I'm gonna bring you to the new map. Ba, 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 ba. As you're currently in the area, Kaithal, you managed to grab the book just fine, and you do see the silhouetted individual. But now, so close, you can actually. No, I think they're 15 feet away because you're here. So that is. Oh no, she's correct. Looking at you, Shane just rushes in. Acrobatics check so he doesn't lose speed. +7. He loses some speed, but thankfully enough, not so much. He eats his entire turn. He can get here. Noticing Kaithal potentially in danger, it's going to be at disadvantage, but he then chucks out 2 blades directly towards this woman, whoever she might be. He knows that everyone in town is currently, underground, so probably the bad guy. Striking into the area for 19, still with a disadvantage, pretty good. Brings out his shrapnel blades. 1d6. And then, yeah, he's going to use his bonus action to break them apart in her body. So that's 3d6 plus 5. As it just bursts into her. Giant slime dog. On the Massive Hound's turn, it does evens and odds. I'm going to do this again. I forget what I said. I'm going to go for Snake. Sorry, Snake. It's looking at you. It does see you as a predatory danger to itself. So that would make sense. I just don't want to dex the risk again because I think I hit him twice beforehand. Aiming towards you as a massive steed. It strikes in and attempts to bite you again. No, I'm going to do its last ditch effort attack. I want Snake Tolwyn to go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw as this thing rushes towards you and then breaks apart into what appears to be 10 pieces of itself. That's an 11.
I only rolled an 11.
14. 14.
14. There you go.
This thing constricts all around your body as if forming a layer of skin upon your own skin and begins to burn it away, causing itself harm, but, when it's trying to kill something, It tries to kill something aggressively. You do sustain 5d10 points of damage, and 11's not enough to have it.
14.
But I only rolled 24.
It's a 14.
Oh, 14. Nope, not enough. You needed a 15.
Okay. So minus 24 damage.
It burns into you for 24 points of damage as this thing just begins to slowly break apart and break down. I'm going to have to make a Constitution saving throw to retain its shape. Plus modifier is enough to keep itself alive, but just barely, and it is reduced one size down. Talon, back to the map. Talon, you can see that these individuals are currently fighting. This person honestly was just standing there until Shade threw daggers because, enemy. But the enemy just looks towards you guys and simply states, well, surprising. What do you do, Talon? Talon, you're muted, by the way.
I'm sorry, I was definitely muted. So how this guy looks pretty strong, or gal? Look, I guess guy.
This one's a gal. I should stop accidentally finding pretty people, I guess. A little bit more
Okay,
rugged.
not really, I don't
This
care.
one is actually a woman. Looking at you, you can tell that this is a drow woman with red eyes, piercing, with purple hair, adjacent to Kaithal. They just basically took shrapnel to the body and just looking at you, simply stated, well, that was surprising.
She's what?
Okay. Well, I kind of have an idea, but we don't necessarily need to retreat. But like, I don't want to. You know what? We don't need to fight everyone right here. We can wait till our friends get here. So I'm like,
This is fixed.
I yell like, I'm like, God, no, you're gonna have to trust me on this. And let's see, I have 40 feet of movement, so I'll move 30 feet.
Mhm.
And then
In 2 days' time, you will be mad.
I will cast this spell. Because what? Can Kayathal throw me the book as like a free action? Or no?
Kaithal, go ahead and roll athletics. Disadvantage because of snow.
Come on, Kayathal. No.
You guys are 10 feet away, so it just lands next to you. It's not so bad that you aren't able to
Right.
use to pick
Can I
it
use
up.
my bonus action to pick it up?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll use my bonus action to pick it up. That's fine. Because I'm doing something else with my action. I'm gonna cast this spell right here. Boop.
Rope trick. You choose a length of rope that is 60 feet long. At one end, that rises until the air. Upper end
is-
of the rope.
It says up to 60 feet.
Yeah.
So I choose one that's only 10 feet.
All
Because I have
right.
a 10-foot rope. Because I have 10 feet of movement left. And I have the book. And I say, Kayathal, follow me. And I hop in and I jump in there. I climb up 10 feet and I jump in there. But I shut the door. But I can see.
Right.
So then I'm
Uh,
invisible now. They can't see me.
Talon, do you have a climbing speed?
No, but I can just climb up 10 feet, no? Just 10 feet?
Just go ahead and roll athletics or acrobatics. You just need to beat a 5. It's not that hard.
Okay. I'm proficient in acrobatics, or I have advantage in it.
Okay. Using your quick leg movements, you crawl up into the area and get in just fine. Closing the door
Hiding.
behind you. Well,
I'm waiting.
relatively
like,
closing your
when
door behind you.
Kayathal-
Yeah.
When Kayathal, it's shut, or I'm getting ready to close it. Like if the bad guy does anything, I don't know if he's gonna come at me first. Like if the bad guy does anything, I'll shut it. But, like if Kayathal is starting to come in there, obviously I'm. Like it's only 10 feet up in the air. Like I can reach down, he can jump up and grab 10
Yeah.
feet. I can pull him in,
Definitely.
and then I'll shut it.
Enemy turn, enemy dead, but the woman does look towards you guys and simply states, well. You jump into the invisible spectrum, and she just stays.
It's
Okay,
mine. I say,
Another
it's
surprise.
ours.
It does seem that you all have the item we're looking for. I take it. Just quite literally talking to Kaithal at this point, and Shay, technically. So tell me, any reason why you're keeping away from me?
Any reason why you want it so badly?
Oh, we were assigned to get it. Each time we came here, though, it was always hidden from us. For this time,
I'm going to think that if it was hidden from you, then I don't believe we will give it to you. There must be a reason, and I will not give it to you unless I know that reason. So
I open the door of the pocket of reality. I'm like, it's still hidden. And I shut it.
well, that is fair. But I still need to acquire it, so I do apologize for this. She brings out her hand straight towards you, Kaithal, and begins to cast a spell.
No.
because the guns go what?
5, 4, 3,
I can't
Two.
counter. I'm out of spells. I'm out of spells.
2,
I'm
1.
out of there,
That's
too.
true. Also, Tannen, you technically... Are you able to see it? I think you're able to see through your space
I can actually
still, right?
see through like a window.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I can like count. I don't think I can cast spells, so I can like open the door, I guess, and to cast spells. But like I don't know. I don't know.
I guess you could.
I shut the door.
Yeah,
I
you
shut the door. Starts doing some crazy shit.
That's fine.
I don't have any third level spells left.
Yeah,
anyway.
this spell
I just
wouldn't
told Kaithal
hit you,
this.
Talon. Thankfully enough, that second pocket dimension kind of just doesn't hit you. But
Yeah.
it does make a massive boom where you are. You see flames just jettison underneath you and wrap around like a fake box, transparent in nature. And Shade and Kaithal both must make a dexterity saving throw as a fireball just explodes in the area. Unfortunately, that is not enough, and Cerberus isn't here. I'm going to roll for Shade, plus modifier, not enough. As you both
Me and
take,
Shade are
get
burning.
hit for 26 points of damage. Shade goes down because he was fighting more or less alone before you guys got there. Unconscious.
I go down as well.
Oh no.
I only had 25.
Don't worry, on my turn, I have
That's
enough
good.
movement to hop out and grab you and come back.
That is true. But we go over to Cerberus.
There we go.
I will not let you die, my friend.
You better not. I just gave you a book.
I am super fed up with this thing.
I love books.
26 does hit. Bring out your death blade. It burns into this creature, and with enough force that it just eviscerates this thing. This thing is smaller than it was beforehand, but massive tendrils of shadow just overlap this thing and begins to burn and sigil this thing away. As your blade finishes cutting through this thing, it just bubbles, dematerializes, and just turns into vapor and smoke. It only had 2 health left.
I look over to Tolwyn. And I guess I'll start moving, but I'll tell him as I do. Try to, if it's possible, try to take me with you when you move so we can catch up.
My owl flies back to you guys. It's like like lands and like it lands like on something next to you. It's like swinging its wing. Like come on.
You guys can tell that something's bad happening on the other side.
Yeah, it leads them to us.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, dog returns. Follows along Cerberus. Kaithal, go ahead and roll a death saving throw. Oh wait, Cerberus, go ahead.
I start trying to run towards where my compatriots are.
Okay, that's what I thought. Kaithal, go ahead and roll a death saving throw. All right, you have 1 success, which is very good.
All right.
Tolwyn.
Alright, I am going to use my second wild shape. So, bonus action, I'm going to turn from a giant constrictor snake into a giant elk. So it's the same size. but it has 60 feet of movement instead of 30. And I am going to move and dash towards where we are going. And I don't
Will
know
you take me
if
with you?
possible. Yeah, like I can't I don't think I can pick you up.
Go ahead and roll athletics.
I mean, if you want to like walk
Me
forward
or
and
him?
like grab on.
You're basically like rushing towards the area, putting down your head and trying to scoop him up.
that shit. Come
Yeah.
on, Legolas did it. Remember Legolas right there? Like, you know,
Yeah.
the horse is riding. Come on, Legolas that shit. He's a badass, you know.
Me or him?
Him.
You're a badass. He's
Well,
a,
both,
he's a
yeah.
big ass fucking thing.
All
but
right.
You're the badass. grab
Service,
on.
go ahead and roll athletics as well. All right. Thankfully enough, you did beat a 12. Honestly, if Tolwyn succeeded quite high, you would pass no matter what. But if you didn't, I would have basically contested match, and the other would have to beat the other. But thankfully enough, Service, you did. As you just grab onto them, grab onto the dog, and just hurl both you and them on top of the elk. Let's see. How much movement do you have?
60, so I can move and
All right.
dash.
You're outside. You are 50 feet away from everyone, I believe.
120
Yeah, 'cause I
feet.
moved 120 feet, so yeah, that
Oh,
sounds
so
about
you
right.
dash the entire way through. Cool.
Yeah, total of 120 feet from where I started.
You might
And
not
then
see
my
turn
owl
order
has that
anymore,
much movement as well.
but I still see it, so don't worry about that. Let's see. So you'd be here, I think. Rushing over towards and around buildings, you do get to your teammates just fine. You do see Shade and Kythol on the ground, and they're not looking that great. Well, Kythol is doing a little bit better, but, you know, still not great because unconscious. You don't see Talon anywhere, but you do see some rope dangling out of nowhere, and this random woman just sighing.
No, the rope is gone. Like when I shut it, the rope.
Don't see Talon anywhere.
There's nothing. There's literally they can't. There's no trace of me.
19.
Am I able to have an action before we start doing whatever is going to be
They
happening?
probably think we're both dead. Don't worry, Kai.
We're likely gonna end here for tonight, but Service, what were you thinking?
I needed to heal myself.
Sure. While running
Yeah,
into
you-
the area, you use your action to heal yourself while you're getting here.
Or lay on hands.
Or lay on hands.
Yeah, sorry.
That's fine.
I really.
As you rush over here, Service, using your action while being carried by an elk, heal yourself with a good amount, potentially. But at the end of this current session, we will begin with Talon inside of a phantasmal box. And what happens after that? Well,
Make sure you know I hear what I'm about to do.
a lot of things could happen, honestly. Oops, that is
Okay.
not the tool I wanted. A lot of things could honestly happen, but one thing is for dang sure. You don't see Talon anywhere. Kythal's on the ground unconscious. Shade's on the ground unconscious. You're now a giant elk. Cerberus is more than fairly pissed off about the enemy just hurting you guys. And now there's a new person in the waits. When people warn you about the storm, one thing they did tell you about is that it's very dangerous. So let's see what you can do with this knowledge next time as we end the session.